there's got to be some panic in Montreal. I know it's early, but you see Dominic Ducharme. He's like, I know we were in the Cup final, but don't pretend like we were really a Cup finalist. Like, I'm paraphrasing clearly, but I think he realizes they got to adjust on the fly. No Carey Price, no Shea Weber. You know, yes, you were in a Cup final, but
I thought they played well against the Leafs the first night.
So that's Johnny what it looked like.
Yeah, I thought they were fine. I didn't think they played great open. I don't think either team did. But joining us now on the Maple Toyota Hotline here is our TSN Hockey analyst, Mike Johnson. What was that last night with Montreal and Buffalo?
That was ugly, boys. Like, that was not listen, Buffalo's an NHL team. They're going to win 25, 30 games, whatever it is. They're going to beat teams. But Montreal played really poorly. They looked slow. Buffalo looked much faster, much crisper, much more skilled, which they aren't. And I don't want to hear about back-to-backs. It's the second game of the year, and you came from Toronto. Like, I mean, you're in your hotel room by 12:30 at night. So it's not like you have time to complain about, it's tiring, tough travel. Like, please. It was not good, and there are probably some issue raised. The fact that Dominic Ducharme spent all training camp playing the same kind of lines together, and those lines lasted for 5 periods. In the second period of the second game, he had the bingo ball hopper out and was shuffling the deck and trying to find solutions because he knew it was not working.
Yeah, not a good sign. And, again, he was the Cup final and the pursuit, them being in it is kind of adjusted the line, so to speak, in terms of what the expectations are with this team maybe. Although I don't think that's the case in Montreal. I think people know they were a team that they struggled down the stretch of the regular season. They got hot in the playoffs. Unbelievable miracle run. Good for them. But now no Price, no Weber. Dano's left. And it's a tough start. I mean, I think if you're being reasonable, Montreal is going to have to fight for a playoff spot. And I think Ducharme kind of knows it. And that was basically what I took from his comments when he was referencing the Cup final and where they happen to be today.
Yeah, I think they're being realistic. Now, fans might get excited, but even the fans can appreciate how unique and special last year's run was and unlikely. And I think the fact that, because even if Carey Price was around, they are still the 5th best team in their division. So maybe they can make it as the 5th best team. Maybe they can beat one of those teams out. But looking at the year before it starts, they're not better than Toronto, Tampa, Florida, Boston. And that's before Carey Price had left. So with no Weber, no Price, all the feel-good stuff from the year before doesn't really matter for them this year. I think they had the 18th best points last year. Like, it's not like they were an elite team last year. They just won an elite run, and they know that. So we'll see how it goes. It's one game. It was a bad one. We'll see what happens this weekend. But there are some question marks there. They got to sort some things out. They're thin on defense. Without Weber, without Edmondson, they're thin on D. Ducharme doesn't trust Kulak, doesn't trust Romanov, doesn't trust Weidman. That's half your D he doesn't like.
Yeah, that Romanov looked terrible both nights, actually, if you ask me. I think he looks he looks out of place personally, but again, he looks uncomfortable and out of place, kind of lost, standing around quite a bit with his reads.